Hello, and welcome to the show. Today we're diving headfirst into the bizarre, the baffling, and the downright unbelievable world of legislation. That's right, we're talking about laws, those things that are supposed to maintain order and keep society from descending into utter chaos. But sometimes, laws go a little bit sideways. We're talking about the kind of laws that make you scratch your head and say, wait, they actually wrote that down and made it official. You won't believe some of these bizarre regulations still in effect today, folks. Buckle up, because we're about to take a legislative journey to some truly strange places. Our first stop is the famously pristine island nation of Singapore. You know, the place with dazzling skyscrapers and spotless streets. Well, if you're a gum chewer, be warned. Singapore has a bone to pick with your favorite chewy treat. That's right, folks. In Singapore, chewing gum is illegal. I'm not talking about sticking your chewed gum under park benches, which, let's be honest, is pretty gross. I'm talking about any and all gum chewing. The ban came into effect in 1992 after the government decided enough was enough. Apparently, people were sticking gum on subway doors, sidewalks, you name it. The result? A blanket ban on gum chewing. So next time you're in Singapore and craving a minty fresh experience, maybe pack a breath mint instead. Let's move on to our next destination, shall we? Switzerland, land of majestic mountains, delicious chocolate, and strict bathroom etiquette. You heard me right. In Switzerland, if you're living in an apartment building and the urge to flush strikes after 10 p.m., you might want to hold it. Yes, you see, flushing the toilet after 10 p.m. in an apartment building is considered a major noise violation. I mean, I get it. Courtesy is important, and nobody wants to be jolted awake by their neighbor's late-night plumbing habits. But a law, well, the Swiss take their peace and quiet very seriously. So, if you find yourself in Switzerland after a late-night snack, maybe give the toilet handle a break until morning. Our next bizarre law takes us to Italy, specifically to the charming village of Falciano del Masico. Now you might be thinking, what could possibly be strange about a small Italian village? Well, let me tell you, in Falciano del Masico there's one thing you're simply not allowed to do: die. You heard me right. Dying is actually against the law in this village. I know what you're thinking, how can you outlaw death? Well, the answer lies in a rather morbid housing shortage. You see, the village cemetery is full, and there's simply no more room for the dearly departed. So, in a rather unconventional move, the mayor issued an ordinance in 2012 forbidding residents from dying. The idea is that if people are determined enough, they can hold on long enough for the village to find a solution. Next up, we're heading to the Great White North, to our friendly neighbors in Canada. Now, Canada is known for its stunning natural beauty, its love of hockey, and apparently its disdain for public displays of wound care. That's right, in Canada it's illegal to remove a bandage in public. I'm not making this up. Apparently, the sight of a bare bandage is considered offensive. Now, I'm not sure what's more baffling, the law itself or the fact that someone, somewhere, felt the need to write it down and make it official. Maybe it's a Canadian thing, a deep-seated aversion to anything that might be considered even remotely unsightly. Whatever the reason, if you find yourself in Canada with a boo-boo, maybe wait until you're behind closed doors before tending to your wounds. And for our final stop on this legislative roller coaster, we're heading to Japan, the land of the rising sun, technological innovation, and mandatory waistline measurements. That's right, in Japan there's a law known as the Metabo Law that essentially makes it illegal to be overweight. I wish I was joking. Under this law, companies and local governments are required to measure the waistlines of their employees and citizens. Those who exceed the government-mandated limits are given dietary guidance and encouraged to slim down. The goal is to address rising obesity rates. But critics argue that the law is intrusive and stigmatizing. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. But one thing's for sure, Japan's Metabo Law certainly gives new meaning to the phrase legislating health. Well, there you have it, folks, a whirlwind tour of some of the most bizarre laws from around the globe. From gum-free zones to bedtime bathroom restrictions, from death-defying ordinances to public bandage bans, we've covered it all. Thanks for watching. Which law did you find the weirdest? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, these are just a few examples of the strange and often hilarious ways in which laws can reflect a country's culture, history, and values. So, the next time you're tempted to break a rule, just remember, it could be a lot weirder. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content.